Hi, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of the What the Hall podcast. My name is Mohammed, and on this show, every week I'm going to be coming to you with a fresh roundup of the hottest, the newest, the best beauty products that you're going to want to keep your eyes open for. I have a real spidey sense when it comes to what's out here in these streets in terms of what is worth your time. Definitely stick around if you want to stay abreast of what's new, what's exciting in the beauty space. I haven't done one of these episodes in a long time, so rather than this being the newest launches from this week, I'm actually giving you a highlight of the best products that came out over the last 3 months. We're going to start with a couple of fragrances that did launch in the summer. First that I want to call to your attention is the Chanel Gabrielle Fragrance Primer. The Chanel Gabrielle fragrance originally launched in 2017, I believe. Top notes of black currant, citrus fruits, white flowers in the middle, and musk and sandalwood are the base. It reminds me of the Jour d'Hermès, which I was able to validate on the Fragrantica website. I love Jour d'Hermès. This summer, they came out with a suite of bath and body products. It's either the case that the fragrance is very popular and the people need more add-ons, more ancillary products, or the fragrance is struggling and we need these ancillary products to kind of bring attention to this fragrance. What really spoke to me is this idea that this fragrance primer, it's the sort of two-in-one product, it's moisturizing, and it has the scent. I see this as sort of a day-to-night product in that if you have a 9-to-5 situation, it's Thursday, you have somewhere to be immediately after work, so you don't have time to take a shower when you get home, and then because you have your purse spray on your way out the office, you can top up and build on what you already have on your skin so you feel fresh and ready to have a good night out. As is the case every summer, L'Occitane came out with their limited edition almond products. This year there was a body serum, a body oil. It was reminiscent of the Nuxe Huile Précieuse, but the highlight was this year we finally got the almond hair and body mist back. In 2023, it was similar to the Chanel in that it was hydrating and fragrance in a single step. This year's proposition is strictly fragrance, but for the hair and body. It doesn't have that moisturizing element, which is kind of a letdown. The previous launch in 2023 was phenomenal. It mirrored exactly what the bath and body products smelled like, but this year's, it's a little bit off and it's a little bit more gendered. As is the case with a lot of L'Occitane products, virtually everything is limited edition. You want to buy it now because at any moment you may no longer find it on the shelves. So definitely run to your local L'Occitane before it disappears. Couple highlights in makeup. This new Victoria Beckham Beauty, the foundation drops with TFC8. With the Victoria Beckham Beauty, all of her complexion products, so the priming, the concealers, and now this foundation, everything has the Augustinus Bader technology, the TFC8. It's a combination of amino acids, vitamins. If you've ever used any of the Augustinus Bader products, you know that moisturizer is special. Every time I've used the Rich Cream, I can tell immediately there's something different. It's almost like witchcraft. I know this sounds absolutely insane. Aside from that Augustinus Bader technology, it comes in 19 shades. The brand describes it as being a breathable serum light coverage and a buildable natural feel finish. They say that you can take it from a light coverage to a medium. This is the foundation for that person who wants to look polished but without looking made up, and you want something that's easy to apply, no skills, no frills. It comes in a similar sort of bottle to the Westman Atelier, but that Bader technology, that's what's going to separate this one from what Westman Atelier does. With Victoria Beckham, it's always been a direct-to-consumer brand, but over the last couple of years, with the introduction of some of their concealers and so many new products, they're available in all the top-end department stores. So that's your Selfridge, your Neiman's or Bergdorf, Holt Renfrew in Canada. You can go onto the website. They have tools where you can plug in your existing complexion products and they can give you a relatively good match. I also wanted to call out the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Calamantina Jelly Oil. It is a limited edition product. Like her other jelly oils, it's moisturizing, it's high shine, and this was special because it has the orange oil, it smells of oranges, it's a philanthropic collaboration that's, going to a good cause. It keeps selling out, so I'm going to link you to the Huda website, see if you can sign up for alerts. Hopefully she does restock this. I'm going to make sure to keep posting these episodes so we don't run into this problem of missing missing out on these launches as they become available. The last thing that I want to speak on is some skincare from Curel. Curel is major in Japan. It's one of the best-selling pharmacy brands, and it operates very differently to what we know it in North America. So in Canada, Curel is just body creams, hand creams, but in Japan, they have a full suite of products from hair, face care, you name it. Several years ago, they brought this collection to Europe, so now we're finally getting it over here in Canada. I think what they've done is they've brought to Canada their 6 or 7 best-selling SKUs. I believe these are one-to-one copies of the products that they sell in Japan. Everything does say made in Japan on the packaging. Everything is fragrance-free, alcohol-free, color-free. So it's designed for people with reactive skins, intolerant skins, dry skins, those sorts of conditions. Unlike the Curel body creams that we sell in Canada that go for $8 and $9, the skincare that they make for Japan is comparable to Olay. So we're talking $30 and above. The thing that spoke to me that I think would be easy to incorporate to anyone's routine is this deep moisture spray. I love a good spray, whether that be the Sisley Botanical or Aven water. Now, what makes this one special, everything has ceramides incorporated into it. So the ceramides are supposed to be healing, build on that moisture barrier. So if you have skin that's easily irritated, it's going to be soothing without adding too much weight. It doesn't make any therapeutic claims in terms of getting rid of redness. I'm confident that if you use a product like this, it should calm your skin, make it feel more comfortable. Not only can you use it on the face and the body for moisture, you can also layer this on top of makeup as a finishing spray. The last thing, and this is one of my favorite products of all time and so reasonably priced, Biore UV Aqua Rich. Now they've come out with the Glow Enhancing Moisturizer SPF 50. This is another one of these products that is a blockbuster from Japan, but the Biore UV Aqua Rich is made in Canada, so it's not a one-to-one the same way the Curel is going to be. I previously was using the UV Aqua Rich SPF 30. I promise you that is the greatest sunscreen I've ever used, and so affordable. You can buy it in a multi-pack at a Costco. It's phenomenal. With this new launch, it's the SPF 50, and it's got a pink sort of salmony color about it. They would call this a tone-up moisturizer. You can go makeup free and it's going to make your skin look a little bit more uniform, or you can use this as a primer to help makeup work harder. If you like something that has a radiant finish and has a little bit more versus just your standard SPF, this is absolutely something to keep your eyes open for. And so that is the first episode of What the Haul. Links to all the products are going to be in the description box. All my socials are there as well. If you have any questions, any feedback, definitely reach out to me on Threads. Wherever you're listening to this, I hope you're able to give this a 5-star rating, a thumbs up. Thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.